Yeah, YouTube family, the Maverick, same one with the best and most credible opinion. Fair and fearless analysis, just like that. And remember, press up the subscribe button to build up the subscriber base and do the right thing. Me do the right thing and you do the right thing. Alright, so Marky G and the People's National Party, they too can win this general election. And I'm going to tell you now why. The majority of Jamaicans still basically suffer and I live hand to mouth, struggling to pay their bills, to pay them rent, to buy food. So despite all the macro talk about how well the economy has done, if that not trickle down to a positive impact on the average Jamaican, that could sweep any opposition party back into power. That's the first and most fundamental thing. Everything else stem off of that. Now, there's a particular, I was going to say elephant in the room, but I'm going to call it monster in the room. The monster they name crime. Recent reports have suggested that the figures are down. Murders are down. Serious crimes are down. I understand that some in the region of 15 and 20%. But watch this now. If me ask you the honest question, do you feel safer in Jamaica right now? Or do you even feel safe in Jamaica from the possibility of violent crime? Unless you're a hypocrite and a liar, you're going to tell me no. Because the common man in the road don't feel safe from crime. So even if crime come down by 15, 20%, the average man in the community we don't have police escort go everywhere him go. Him not feel protected. Him not feel safe in his house. Him can't sleep in his house with him front door open. So crime and another monster in the room. Now the next one is the perception of corruption. Because from the moment Nigel Clark, when he was the Minister of Finance, give the public service, including the parliamentarians, a lot of people feel are non-performing parliamentarians, give them that massive increase. It was like a vulgar slap in the face of the average Jamaican, you know. Because the average Jamaican still feel political representation in Jamaica is rubbish. It is far from acceptable. So when Dr. Clark at the time decides, say, hey, we have fought up with political friend them pocket, from that moment, it's almost like they put up the people P's and Q's on them eyes. And say, watch ya. And that one, see them man get rich and we don't get suffer same way. That still left a bitter taste in the people in mouth. Not to mention the constant entanglement with the Integrity Commission and the ruling party. In terms of making up that deficit we talk about, Marky G and the PNP can point to the swing in the polls. The swing also reflected itself in the local government election results. Marky G enjoying a higher favorability than Brogard right now. And it has been that way for the past about year. Everything is pointing, the trajectory of the polls are pointing into him going into the general election as the favored one to win the election. The momentum is with the PNP. There's another little teenage cockroach in the room. I think called the exhaustion of a two-term government. Party in a power for 2 terms, approximately 10 years now, automatically, they're going to get arrogant. They're going to start get arrogant and they're going to start feel like they're invincible and they have a right, divine right to power. There's a touch of that in the last stretch of the current administration. So the 2-term syndrome, in other words, where people basically get tired, when they don't feel it, it's not going to be much different between the two parties, and a man say at time, which we give the other party a run. Remember also, you know, that there's a younger generation of voter. They don't die hard to no party. So if they run off for 10 years, a Brogard and the JLP, and they realize that them life is substantially better, they are going to just vote in the PNP. Now, a little elephant in the room for the PNP is voter turnout. In the local government election, the voter turnout was less than 30%. Now, if the PNP are going to overturn the deficit there and win this election under the leadership of Marky G, they need to get a higher voter turnout than that little bit of 30%. Because if the voter turnout is that low, rest assured, the majority now go overturn in terms of the seat count. At the end of the day, what it going to come down to? We feel it going to be a close enough election. And the difference is going to be how well the parties organize to get out them voters. And we understand that there's a practice in a politics in Jamaica that is equally important to that, The practice, it might be unethical, but we understand say is a rampant practice. The practice of suppressing the other people voters. And we not talk with violence, we talk with some other more conniving means. We're not going to go into no detail. But the people that execute around all of them little nuances and them little hurdles there, on election day, and leading up to election day, will form the next government. Because it's going to be a close election. But there are a lot of things going in favor of Marky G. Closer to the election, we get in a little bit more nitty-gritty, a little bit more details as to where the balance of power are going to shift and where the balance of power are going to lie. But the momentum is with Marky G and the PNP. But the question is that momentum enough to overturn the deficit? All of that, we have to wait and we have to see. On the Maverick sound, fear and fearless. Ding dong battleman. Your guess is as good as mine.
Alright. We're living a dream. Living a dream. Yeah. Living the dream, yeah, me there feel inspire. Up in the scheme, girl, I scream them desire. Mommy they plead, pan her knee, she say a prayer. Living the dream, get a youth believe. Living the dream, yeah, me there feel inspire. Up in the scheme, girl, I scream them desire. Mommy they plead, pan her knee, she say a prayer. Living the dream, get a youth believe. Alright, me never stop on the journey, me push on, me light up a slip, my G, you got a cushion. Yeah, everything look nice, it's a vibe. Couple house on the hill full of keys like piano. The money right and me energy up. Me have a whole heap of love in the Hennessy cup. The DJ up a bit off, yo. Jerome pass out, I saw way up in the North Coast. You need to get a light, you get a different eye. Way over here, so just a party no overtime. The white mess up with the liquor where they run from ice. Raise the lighters in the sky and make we sweat in night. Dream, yeah, me there feel inspire. Up in the scheme, girl, I scream them desire. Mommy they plead, pan her knee, she say a prayer. Living the dream, get a youth believe. Living the dream, yeah, me there feel inspire. Up in the scheme, girl, I scream them desire. Mommy they plead, pan her knee, she say a prayer. Living the dream, get a youth believe. Alright, we celebrate like a manic dog. We never have it all. Me coulda day up on some ravage part, but every time when me pray the pass, me just sing the gas. A full speed on the tool me gun. Lights, action. Me know man I start from me in a upper class, first class. Richie Spice done send the plane land. And big up every hustle now I stick to the plan. Go get it now. The amount of penny stock, cash it and let it grow. My work hard, so me let it show. Father God, I shine the light, so me let it glow. Dream, yeah, me there feel inspire. Up in the scheme, girl, I scream them desire. Mommy they plead, pan her knee, she say a prayer. Living the dream, get a youth believe. Living the dream, yeah, me there feel inspire. Up in the scheme, girl, I scream them desire. Mommy they plead, pan her knee, she say a prayer. Living the dream, get a youth believe.